What made you not want him?
I thought he was too nice. I thought I would walk all over him.
I don't know what it is. There is this thought out there. I want me a soldier. I want me a hard dude. And those are the worst guys to get because they're not nice to you. And you get a nice guy and you're worried, like, I don't want him. Why wouldn't you want a nice guy? I mean, they always say nice guy finish last. That's because women are foolish.
You could have gone anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere.
Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
If a woman's submission is based on a man's leadership, then what is his ability to lead based on? Trip?
His ability to submit. I think we've already established that tone in this conversation. I think in order to be an effective leader, you need to know when to move out the way.
That's good.
Because, you know, and it's not to refute what anybody else is saying, but I don't think it's always the man who has the vision in a relationship. And I don't think it's always him that's supposed to. If let's say my lady is a lawyer, she pulling in 150 a year. The vision is clear. We're going to need a few more years of what you got going on before we start talking about who I'm supposed to be and what I got going on. And if I...
That's the society we've moved into. With these career women, we've moved into a society where no man who's really getting money wants a career woman. Man, I mean, listen, for every man who's getting money that got a career woman, all his homies are going to avoid a career woman because they see what kind of relationship it put him in. A woman who's competing with you on everything. Like, this is what the 50-50 relationship is, the competition between the man and his wife. You see what I'm saying? The only way that you could be in this situation is if you ain't getting no money and your woman make more money than you. Everything he said had to be funneled right back around into what? She make more money. She make more money. Well, the problem is a man who makes $250,000 don't really care about a woman making $150,000. He may care about a woman making $750,000, but where you gonna meet that woman at? You know what I'm saying? In regular professions, that woman is rare. And even in entertainment and sports, that woman is rare. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it and you say to yourself, what would make a man think this? It's a man who has accepted the fact that his best possibility to live the life he wants is to find a woman who is making more money than him and become her wife. This man is talking like a wife. This is what a wife traditionally said. The husband traditionally went out and made the $150K or made whatever he had to make to sustain the lifestyle. And then the woman was at home saying, I'm going to do whatever this man needs me to do in order to benefit the process of his progress.
I need to lead by moving out of her way so she can accomplish some things to better us. Then I need to be strong enough to do that.
Ooh. See, here's the thing about us. If the woman is the breadwinner, it ain't never no us in her mind. Don't let no fool like this mislead you, man. If you fall back and let your woman be the breadwinner and lead the situation, she will never respect you. Yes, she will appreciate you getting the hell out the way and letting her focus on her and you focusing on her and helping her along. Yes, she will appreciate that because it makes her life easier. She only appreciates what makes her life easier. That's if she's a stay-at-home mom or if she's a career woman. A woman only appreciates, she only truly appreciates the things that make her life easier. Even when it comes down to you being the man that scratched that itch when she get that itch. If that itch is causing her to not be able to focus on work and do all of that, man, listen, she will drop it off to you in the car, in the parking lot at your job. She will drop it off to you outside at your house. She will drop it off to you in the bathroom at the gym. She will drop it off. She would tell you come pick it up from her office in the bathroom. She would tell you come pick it up from her office in her office. She would tell you to come pick it up from her office in the break room. She would tell you to come pick it up from her office in the parking lot. Hey, man, you're going to be walking in the park. She would tell you to come pick it up, come get it. Let me put it on you right here in this Porto Potty. I'm telling you, not what I seen, not what I heard. I'm telling you what I've lived, homies.
So I think a lot of men lead from an egotistical place where it's about what I want, not about what we need.
What you want and what you need is to be in a position of power in your relationship. That's what you want and what you need. See, he's a young guy. I'm talking to y'all from an OG perspective. I grew up with a lot of homies, man, who dad was in a sucker position. Not necessarily with their mama, but with his wife. Sometimes it was their mama, sometimes it was the next woman. Sucker situation, beta male situation. See, if the woman is the breadwinner and you fall back and stop focusing on everything, then the house is in her name. The cars are in her name. You ever seen a man with a woman and she driving the coldest drop top you ever seen in your life, and he driving some old Chevy truck? Now the old Chevy truck kind of clean, but he driving some old Chevy truck. And every time he see the new Chevy Silverado, he looking at it like a kid, telling me, that's my car. I'm gonna get me one of them one day, boy. I want to get me one of them. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to the wife about it. If you're a man and before you do something, you got to say, let me go talk to my wife about it, you're in a bad situation.
And so I just asked him, I said, do you love your wife? He said, yes. I said, do you want to save your marriage? He said, yes. I said, can you place your wife's happiness above your own? He said, what do you mean? I said, I mean, are you willing to place her dreams, her wishes, her desires above your own? He said, I don't think I can do that. I said, you probably won't stay married then.
That's the most alpha response you can give to that. I don't think I can do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. You know what kind of fool you got to be to go into a situation and say, I'm going to put this woman's hopes and dreams and aspirations above my own. You pretty much saying, I'm going to go into this situation and I'm going to be a helpmeet. Now, remember, this is one of those R&B dudes. You know those R&B cats without that. They're the ones with that, I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. Those are the guys. Forever, my lady. Those are the guys. Girl, I love you. Those guys. No matter what you do, those are the guys. Last night, me and my woman. Those guys. Only to find out in the real world, man, that shit don't work. You can do all of that all you want to. That's not the energy that a woman responds to. So when you go into a situation like this and you're like, okay, I'm going to put this woman before me and put this, how you going to be the leader and put someone before you? I ain't never seen the leader in the back. Too many men are perpetuating this idea that you're supposed to put yourself behind your woman, but you're still supposed to lead. How much sense does that make? If you've been leading your own life all of these years, how do you suddenly acquiesce to the demands of a follower? Because these are the type of things that these guys, and listen, he's gone from an R&B singer to a preacher. The next guy who tells women, hey, you can be good no matter how bad you are. You can be independent because your husband is waiting at this church on you. Just coming here every Sunday, choir practice on Monday, Bible study on Wednesday. Just come on in here.
God tells us that the greatest among us shall be the least among us. Great doesn't always mean being first. That's why God has us open doors and pull out chairs, because these acts.
Man, God ain't never said nothing about no open no doors and pull out chair. You see what I'm saying? You see how these guys will just throw anything out there to acquiesce to the expectations and the fantasy ideology of a woman. Man, somebody pull it up. Somebody show me in any version of, show me in the Bible, show me in the Apocrypha, show me in the Quran, show me anywhere where it says, man, pull out the chairs and open the doors for your woman. Show me any historical evidence from any ancient time where the king held the door for the queen, where the king held the door for anybody. Show me where the general in the army told a private, hey, you go ahead and lead us. What do you think we ought to do, Private Jones? I have my own ideas, but boy, you're a good one. You sure do shine shoes well. Look how clean your rifle is. Well, what do you think we ought to do? What's the strategy to take over this country? Never tell you that. See, this is the type of beta male simp manginitis that's going on out here. And this is another thing that puts in a woman's head that the way she wants things to be is the way they should be. And so when you hear a sucker like this, just creating things, this boy here sat here and told a blatant lie on the Most High, man. But women love to listen to him. Why? Because it doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter who it is. If it feeds into the fantasy life and the fantasy mindset that they have about life, they'll buy into it.
Actions require somebody to decrease. And if you understand that, decreasing actually propels you in the relationship.
Of course, decreasing repels you. Of course, it advances you in the relationship. Why? Because when you decrease yourself, you give the woman control. Every woman loves control. Ain't no woman gonna cry about control. No, I don't want control. You give her control, she gonna take all of it. Even if she can't handle it, she gonna take it. She'll take the control and mess everything up. Because being in control feels so good. The responsibility of being in control never dawns on her. Unless she's an independent woman. And then by that point, that part, the responsibility of control has ruined her. The responsibility of being in control, it takes the femininity away from a woman. It's wild out here, man.
Has anybody ever told you, like, you're too independent?
Absolutely.
And then it makes you feel like, am I a problem?
But I'll say this.
I'll say this. The wrong men have told me that I was independent.
I'm about to say,
or I was too independent.
Yes,
because the men that can lead,
you're like, so then now it becomes triggering. Like, what do you mean when you say
And
that?
that's why we flipped it. Because first of all, it's made us be independent, or made our grandmamas or mamas be independent.
well, let's talk about why women were dependent.
Keita, let me finish.
God,
So
let's talk
back
about
in the day,
history.
be clear. You said it's a negative stigma attached to independent, correct? And that's because a lot of niggas made us be independent. Almost how?
How do they make
Because niggas have babies and them niggas don't want to support all type of
But
stuff.
not even that. If you look at history,
This is one of the things that we don't like about independent women. They can't shut up and let somebody else get a word in. See how they keep talking out? They on the same side and still keep talking over each other. They can't even wait till somebody get through talking. Man, you think listen, let me tell you something. Any woman who blurts in every time you talk, flee from her. She's an independent woman. An independent woman can't listen.
Then we took independent women and made it our. We said, yo,
that was
you took it.
How you took it when you made it up? The word was made up by women. You see how she said, we took it and made it our own. It started off yours. The term independent woman was coined by women. We didn't make that and then y'all say, okay, we'll be independent women then. Give it to us. That's not how it went. Now, I don't know where you finna go after the High Alpha 2 show. But when you get there, let them know you just left the alpha sphere. And over here, alphas up, betas down is indeed the motto. Peace.
Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto.